Oxford, right? मार्क्स एंड लेनिन का कॉम्बिनेशन है, फाइन. और ऑक्सफोर्ड कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम है पूरा. Right. So how come she fitted into that idea? Coming from a Marxist-Leninist perspective and studying in the most capitalist system of this world, right? She should have gone to Germany, right, or some other place, at least Russia. So see, now it is obvious कि भाई जो morality है, that somewhere fixes the desirable standards in a specific context. Ethics, on the other hand, fixes a higher standard in a general context. So don't see there is any conflict, right? But yes, it is possible. Why? Because obviously moral standards may have their own personalized factors of evaluation. So ethics and morality may come in conflict many times. Or in general, they may come in conflict. Those areas where there is a conflict and there is no clarity, should it be called ethical or should it be called moral, or can it be both, or it is none, right? Those areas are called gray areas. So where there is a conflict between law, ethics, morality, law, morality, law, ethics, right? Where there will be conflict and dilemma, those areas are called gray areas, because the ethics does not have any clear-cut description of that, right? Now see. So come to what is legal. अब legal क्या? Fine, it is possible. It is possible, right, that we have legal, and this entire is also right. ये possible है कि जो भी लीगल है वो एथिकल है, फाइन, लेकिन जो भी लीगल और एथिकल है वो मॉरल नहीं है. इट इज पॉसिबल. कैसे बताओ? ठीक है, सेडिशन हो गया, ठीक है. प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन मॉरल है, लीगल है ना? ठीक है, लीगल है, एथिकल है. सॉरी, प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन, चलो लेट्स से the violence which is done by the state, either within the country or outside the country. Now state justifies its violence on what ground? Security of the nation, sovereignty of the, legal तो है, right? Constitutional premises भी है उसके लिए, right? Legal है और ethical भी है. Ethical क्यों है? Because it is based on the protection of such large population. Every nation state has the right to defend itself. Euthanasia, right? Okay, yes, that can be example, but let's simplify it. Let's say अब ये moral था, moral था भाई, क्यों नहीं था moral? कैसा moral था? See, यहाँ पे see there is a distinction. Moral था, yes. क्यों? When you take religion as the context, moral था. When you take religion as the context, moral है, right? When you take sedition, how it becomes moral? Stability of the country, right? तो वो तो ethical होना चाहिए. तो sedition क्या है? यहाँ आना चाहिए. If you say sedition law, what is it? It's legal, it's ethical. Why it is ethical? It has been used by the state only for specific सर्कमस्टांसेस, आर्बिट्ररी तो नहीं है ना, लेकिन यू आर, अब इसको बोलो कि ये लीगल एथिकल है लेकिन मॉरल नहीं है। किस ग्राउंड पे मॉरल नहीं है? ह्यूमन राइट्स के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में। यू कैन यूज इट बट एथिकल लीगल तो है बहुत सारी। यू कैन ऐड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। फर्स्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड द लॉजिक, थिंग्स which are moral or immoral will be based on specific criteria. Understanding? Right? Though they may seem to be moral from the perspective or the framework we are understanding them. For example, when I take religion, let's say, for example, now let me take simple example. Caste. The classification of caste, yeah, the concept of, the pollution and purity. The notion of pollution and purity. You have heard about this or not? Notion of pollution and purity is a moral principle employed in the traditional Hindu caste system. Moral है किस basis पे? तो ये important है. When you are defining something as moral here, right? You have to define it that it is moral based on this premise. Are you getting? ठीक है. Now, see, ये moral है. ये भी moral है. For example, fine, but caste system as such is considered exploitative. Are you getting? So मैं इसी मोरालिटी को एक पर्टिकुलर कॉन्टेक्स्ट से देखता हूं, ह्यूमन राइट्स पर्सपेक्टिव से, राइट? इसी मोरालिटी को, सी सेम थिंग, इट्स मॉरल हियर. व्हेन आई रेज द पैरामीटर, व्हेन आई टेक अ डिफरेंट कॉन्टेक्स्ट एंड बेंचमार्क, व्हाट हैपेंस? यही मॉरल, यही इशू मुझे यहां दिखने लगता है कि भाई ये मॉरल तो है लेकिन इसको एथिकल भी होना चाहिए, राइट? नाउ आई एम यूजिंग दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट, लेट्स इमेजिन दिस वे that I am using this criteria to evaluate this, right? तो इसमें से मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें, फाइन, वो मॉरल तो लग रही है लेकिन एथिकल नहीं लग रही. Why? My basis of evaluation has changed. Are you getting the point? एक ही चीज मॉरल है लेकिन वो एथिकल नहीं है. किस बेसिस पे? जैसे ही मेरा बेसिस ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन चेंज हो जाता है. The moment I say sati is a pratha, it's a tradition. Yes, it has to be done because it is a tradition. तो मैं किस मोरालिटी की बात कर रहा हूं? Religious, cultural. जैसे ही बोलता हूं सती is an ominous provision. It's an ominous tradition, right? What framework am I using? Human rights framework, gender framework, right? अब मैंने फ्रेमवर्क चेंज कर दिया. फाइन, जैसे ही मैंने फ्रेमवर्क चेंज किया तो देन आई अंडरस्टूड कि भाई दिस थिंग इज मॉरल फ्रॉम वन पर्सपेक्टिव बट इट इज नॉट एथिकल, राइट? फॉर दिस थिंग टू बिकम एथिकल एंड मॉरल, व्हाट शुड बी डन? दिस थिंग, राइट, कैन नेवर बिकम एथिकल अनलेस इट इज एलिमिनेटेड. ये तो फैक्ट है ना कि भाई ये प्रिंसिपल किसी भी ग्राउंड पे एथिकल तो लग नहीं रहा है. कल्चरली, रिलीजियसली, ट्रेडिशनली तो मॉरल लग रहा है बट ये एथिकल नहीं लग रहा है, नाइदर ये लीगल है, राइट? अंडरस्टैंडिंग? तो जैसे ही मैंने क्राइटेरिया चेंज किया, द सेम थिंग बिकम्स मॉरल बट नॉट एथिकल, मॉरल बट नॉट लीगल, राइट? सो नॉट एथिकल, नॉट लीगल. यू अंडरस्टैंड? नाउ सी, लेट्स ब्रिंग दिस वे. अब मैं पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज कर देता हूं. लीगल, एथिकल, मॉरल. See, now I would find something which is ethical and moral but not legal. For example, let's say in a communist country, right? In a communist country, students are protesting. लोग प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, राइट? क्यों प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट इज एक्सप्लॉइटिंग देम. तो ये एथिकल कंडक्ट है? बिल्कुल, राइट? ये मॉरल भी है? बिल्कुल मॉरल है. क्यों मॉरल है? क्यों मॉरल है? यस, सिविलाइजेशन, राइट? ह्यूमन राइट्स, सिविलाइजेशन, ट्रेडिशन, नॉट टू एक्सेप्ट ऑपरेशन। तो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स पे ये मॉरल है। फाइन, लेट्स से स्टूडेंट टेस्ट हमने बोला पी, मॉरल भी है, एथिकल है। अब गवर्नमेंट्स बोलती है कि नहीं, दिस इज इलीगल, इट डज नॉट फिट हियर। फाइन, इट फिट्स हियर। आर यू गेटिंग? प्रिवेंटिव डिटेंशन लीगल है, लेट्स से इन जनरल, राइट? जैसे मैंने ह्यूमन राइट्स फ्रेमवर्क यूज किया, वो अनएथिकल हो गया, इट्स नॉट एथिकल, राइट? जैसे ही मैंने एक व्हाट यू कैन से सोशल या कल्चरल वैल्यू सिस्टम यूज किया, दैट मीन्स इफ आई एम using the basic premise of what? A society and state relationship. The basic values of society. What is the basic value of society? Let's say Indian society. मैंने basic values को use किया. What are the basic values? तो fairness होना चाहिए, just होना चाहिए, equality होना चाहिए. Everybody should have voice. For example, this and this. Like none of the tradition says that we can exploit human being. नहीं कर सकते. ये moral भी हो गया, ये एथिकल भी हो गया, बट ये लीगल नहीं है. फाइन, आर यू गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट? Either use it, find out the basis first.
It can't be ethical. It's legal and moral.
Correct. एथिकल नहीं है ना, तो वही तो एथिकल नहीं है. बट किस पर्सपेक्टिव से? एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सपेक्टिव से, right? अब see, a nation like Israel is constantly being bombarded, is constantly being oppressed. Palestine is constantly being oppressed, let's say, for example, right? Now, what they do, they make strong laws so that they are able to protect their people because they are impacted by a certain context continuously. Fine. अब वो क्या करते हैं? उन्होंने बोला कि ठीक है भाई, हम एक डिटेंशन सेंटर बनाते हैं ग्वांटानामो बे की तरफ, जैसे अमेरिका ने डेवलप किया, राइट? और नॉट ऑन आवर लैंड, समवेयर एल्स, लेट अस क्रिएट इट एंड देन विल not arrest these people because this will come under international purview, right? What we'll do, we'll simply catch them, torture them, get information from them and kill them. ये लीगल है, राइट? एथिकल है एथिकल? क्यों एथिकल है? करेक्ट, एथिकल है. क्यों? क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं you have defined the purpose that you are not doing it for your pleasure's sake, you understand? But on any ground it is not moral. Why it is not moral? Any basis or human civilization, any human civilization, its basis cannot be violence. Now see, here you are using a different parameter. So moral होने का sense क्या है? That things which seem to be right from a particular perspective that we are viewing it. So if I say defense and security considerations के लिए क्या लोगों को टॉर्चर करना सही है? नहीं सही. तो मोरालिटी क्या बोलेगी? टॉर्चर करना कभी भी सही नहीं. बट एथिक्स यहां पे क्या होगा? इट विल बी मैनिपुलेटेड. व्हाई इट विल बी मैनिपुलेटेड? because they have used a logical ground, they have used a rational evaluation. See, if they don't act that way, then see, so यहाँ पे क्या है? Morality जो है वो एक more contextual consideration, personal consideration है, human aspect है, right? लेकिन अगर एक international law बना हुआ है, right, and which says that you cannot have something like this, then it may be legal, but again not ethical. So it can be both. लीगल भी है, एथिकल भी है, मॉरल नहीं है. लीगल भी है, मॉरल भी है, लेकिन एथिकल नहीं. जैसे कुछ कंट्रीज में लॉ है एग्जीक्यूशन का, पब्लिक एग्जीक्यूशन का, लीगल है. मॉरल है उनका, कस्टम बोलता है चोरी करना गलत है, राइट? हाथ काट दो इसके. बट वो क्या किसी भी राइट रैशनल या लॉजिकल स्टैंडर्ड से क्या वो एक्सेप्टेबल है? नहीं एक्सेप्टेबल. थ्रोइंग स्टोन ऑन वुमेन, killing them by throwing stones, yeah, stone pelting, right? Is it moral? Moral है उनके लिए. For them it is moral, right? But it is not ethical. That means what? कि अगर हम if we change the framework of evaluation, right? It will not be considered as ethical, right? Though it will be moral from their perspective. तो अब सी try to understand दो aspects आते हैं morality के भी, moral relativism and moral absolutism. Moral absolutism is equal to ethical. Okay, you are trying to understand this. So morality के भी दो perspectives हैं, right? By this logic, we come to two aspects of morality. One, we have referred to moral relativism, and one, moral absolutism. This moral absolutism is closer to what we call. So now you can use it and say कि stone pelting moral relativism से moral है, लेकिन moral absolutism से moral नहीं. Are you getting? So don't understand morality as one idea. It is again an idea which is calibrated into a contextual aspect and a universal aspect. See? तो जो universal aspect है morality का वही तो ethics है, बस ऐसे. You understand? और जो relative aspect है ethics का वो क्या है? Morality है. So ethical relativism means something moral. Ethical absolutism means universal. When we say universal, don't think in terms of number or territory. Universal means using a criteria which is based on logic and rationality. Simple. Consensus. But see, it is not that easy to come to that idea. There are some universal global consensus, yes. Definitely, that can be called as that is more ethical absolutism or moral absolutism, yes. What a public service should be, yes. What a nation state should have as the priority sector or value system while it is interacting with the other nations. What international law wants to achieve, ठीक है? तो वो एक ग्लोबल मोरालिटी स्टैंडर्ड सेट हो गया. वहां पे लॉ और मोरालिटी को डिस्टिंग्विश मत करो. लॉ इस्टेब्लिशिंग ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ कंडक्ट. तो लॉ भी तो मोरालिटी को लीड करता है ना, इट लीड्स टू मोरालिटी. Not every law is questionable. Not every law is based on any aspect of state's power and undermining citizens' liberty. ये तो नहीं है. अब फंडामेंटल राइट्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल भी है, लीगल भी है, मॉरल भी है, एथिकल भी है, राइट? कंट्रोल ओवर स्टेट पावर क्या एक एथिकल कॉन्सेप्ट है. ट्राइंग टू रेस्ट्रिक्ट द पावर एंड मॉरल पर्सपेक्टिव भी है. यू आर रेस्ट्रिक्टिंग द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पावर. Anyone who misuses something is immoral, right? But morality में problem ये कि criteria becomes very important. You cannot evaluate someone's morality as per your standard. You have to put yourself into that standard. Only then you can evaluate. So the moment you say someone is eating, someone is sitting like this, someone is doing something like this, right? So there cannot be a very general parameter of that. Uske liye you'll have to stick to the context in which you are evaluating the person. That is why I said from outside, you cannot evaluate the actions of person as moral or immoral. You have to be in the context. इतना समझ में? 5 minutes break दो, फिर we'll start. Just 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
पहले बात तो कौन सा कॉन्टेक्स्ट बात कर रही थी वो तो मैं भूल गई. तो मैं 3-4 बार सी वही मुझे पता है. आज तुमने और मेरे ड्रेस बॉडी में से बिल्कुल लाइक
बस वाइट पहन के आना चाहिए, मैंने वाइट तो पहन शाइन और ड्रेस
saying I have a really good question. She studied from Oxford. Why is she doing this? I'm not following. Yeah? Sloop में कब follows? Point. Just wait. There's a female character. TD character. CBI. CBI is the most competent entity. CBC संदर्भ को रिलीज करें सीबीआई को संदर्भ को रिलीज करें हाँ दोनों कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल तो नहीं है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल कोई भी नहीं है ईडी भी नहीं है एनआईए भी नहीं है तीनों स्टैट्यूटरी भी चारों तो फिर ऐसे कंपेयर सबसे स्ट्रांग तो एनआईए नेशनल फिर सीबीआई फिर गूगल अभी काम नहीं है CBI of course CBI is more strong. This CBI you might ask me that is not many of CBI or other places we are. I'm confused. Like truth is absolute now. You can't let it over. So NIA, CBI, EB, and then CBC.
Went somewhere. Okay, is it audible? Pooja, anyone? बताओ. Out of this content, अच्छा.
Investigation and information, investigation and basically checking the aspect. CBC is the least powerful in the terms of
Highest.
CBC is highest. Then CBI also.
Yes, obviously. CBI reports to CBC. फाइन जीएस में जब इंस्टीट्यूशंस पढ़ते हैं तो नॉर्मली यही पढ़ते हैं. तो इंस्टीट्यूशन का जो पार्ट है, राइट, पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन, गवर्नेंस इंस्टीट्यूशंस, सो वो बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन है कि भाई सीवीसी इज द हाईएस्ट बॉडी. यस, नाउ अंडर लोकपाल टेक्निकली, और यू कैन से समवेयर inferior to Lokpal. Lokpal is the highest body, anti-corruption body. Fine. But as far as administration is concerned, it's CVC. CBI reports to CVC. ठीक है, अब CVC का स्टेटस भी तो देखो. CVC is a statutory body, right, under CVC Act 2003 or 2002-3. So, as per official channel or hierarchy, it is the CVC. Is it audible, bhai? Pooja, bata do bhai. So, CVC is the highest body. And CVC transfers now cases to CBI. Or CBI can have direct cases from court, right? So, courts can direct, High Court, Supreme Court can direct to CBI, right? Or if state demands from the union government, then it can be CBI. Or even if the state demands to the court, then also it can send it to CBI. But sending it to CBI means what? Its administrative authority is CBC. Boss उसका CBC ही है. वो बात अलग है कि CBI does not may formally report to CVC, right? But parallelly they will report to Prime Minister or Prime Minister's office. So CBI is controlled basically by 4 ministries: Ministry of Law and Justice, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Personnel, and Ministry of Home. Home is the direct cadre controlling authority, right? Others are more or less controlling its other functions, but its executive function is controlled by the Ministry of Home. वैसे अगर तुम देखोगे तो they all come under Ministry of Personnel. All these bodies, they have to somewhere ultimately report to Ministry of Personnel. पीएमओ के अंडर काम करती है. NSA, NIA, ये सब तो पीएमओ के साथ ही काम करते हैं. But they are also working under Home Ministry. No, they will be under some ministry. They are not the bodies which are isolated from the mainstream government system. वो नीति आयोग थोड़ा है, right? So these are staff bodies, but they are somewhere collaborated with the ministry. They are working under ministries. तो इनके जो heads होते हैं, they are basically of the rank of the secretary or additional secretary, or they can be of the rank of DGPs or the DGP of Central Police Organization. They are basically of that rank. क्योंकि ये भी गवर्नमेंट का रूल है भाई, जो इन टाइप की बॉडीज में अपॉइंट होगा, राइट, वो उसका रैंक गवर्नमेंट के सेक्रेटरी के बराबर या उससे इंफीरियर होना चाहिए. अगर उनका रैंक उनसे ऊपर हो गया तो वो तो उसका बॉस हो जाएगा ना, और बॉस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बाहर कैसे रहेगा? दैट्स एन इलॉजिकल थिंग. दैट इज व्हाई इवन इन पीएमओ, राइट, द सेक्रेटरी इज कॉल्ड द प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी, राइट, एंड नॉट द सेक्रेटरी. So principal secretary equals to somewhere secretary, right? But not, yes, not higher nor powerful than secretary. Fine, चलो, leave it. Fine, यही problem सी देखो, मैं अब इसको एक, I could have made this a commercial course. It is in demand. No, if I keep giving answers to you, बेकार हो गया मेरा पूरा वीडियो, नहीं? फिर मुझे एडिट कराना पड़ेगा इसको. Fine, पैसा भी तो कमाना है, सिर्फ ज्ञान थोड़ा देना है. जब गधे कमाते हैं तो फिर घोड़ों को भी कमाना पड़ेगा. क्या करें, घास तो सबको खानी है, नहीं? घोड़ों को प्रोटीन वाली घास खानी होती है, ये भी तो प्रॉब्लम है. सो यू कैन नॉट थिंक ऑफ कि भाई सीवीसी इज नॉट अ सबस्टैंडर्ड. सीवीसी इज द हाईएस्ट बॉडी. सीवीसी स्टैट्यूटरी है, सीबीआई तो है ही नहीं स्टैट्यूटरी. फाइन, नाउ सी, सो even one aspect of morality is equated to technically ethics. So don't be confused ki what is ethical, what is moral. That is not a clear cut classification, right? Legal versus moral and ethical ho sakta hai, but generally moral versus ethical nahi hota, because morality comes from subjective considerations, ethics comes from objective consideration, but then both are happening in the same world. Both are talking about the same human behavior, right? तो कहीं ना कहीं तो वो एक दूसरे को, they will impact each other or they will influence each other. Fine, you understand now? So you can write. Okay. Fine. Likhe, it is often perceived that that morality is more subjective, personal, intrinsic, contextual, non-empirical, while ethics is not. That means ethics is what? Whatever this is not. This देखिए, this classification. See, many teachers have made the videos on that, है ना? Ethics versus moral. मैंने भी एक बनाया था बहुत पहले, right? But the idea was we did not explain it in a way कि भाई this can be this but not this. This can be. This is not the idea. This is not the way to understand it. Because one is right basically a constituent of the another. There's a difference of degree. There's a difference of the multitude of parameters. Ethics is supposed to be scrutinized on more empirical parameters, and morality is scrutinized on more personal or what you can say traditional parameters or narrow parameters. तो parameters of ethics क्या broad है, ज़्यादा scientific है. Parameters of morality कम scientific है. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि वो खराब है वो अच्छा है या वो कुछ और है और ये कुछ और है, ऐसा नहीं. The ultimate search is to find out what is good and which of them can lead us to something called absolute good. यही तो search है. So I can move from morality to ethics, right? And I can also come back from ethics to morality to justify, to understand something. Fine. It is not. ये लिख दिया. See, दो देखिए, हाँ, दो this क्या लिखा? हाँ, though this classification is more superficial. Classification is more superficial as morality can also be understood in two broad dimensions. That is moral relativism and moral absolutism. Absolutism. In the same manner, even ethics can be classified into ethical relativism and ethical absolutism. So you can simplify this idea as something like this. So ये जो है part, sorry. फाइन. हर कोई एक का हायर डिग्री, हायर वर्जन है. Moral relativism somewhere resides in ethical relativism. Ethical relativism is somewhere what you can say is a lesser, counterpart of moral absolutism. And moral absolutism ultimately is part of ethical absolutism, right? So ये जो पूरा aspect है, ये क्या है? They are all somewhere integrated to each other. The differences of degree and magnitude, quality and scope of evaluation. ये difference है बस. So what parameters are being used? What point of view is being used? What window of evaluation is being used इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट. सो इसका हायर वर्जन ये है, राइट, इससे थोड़ा हायर वर्जन ये है, और इन सब का जो गॉडफादर है वो ये. Okay, that is what ultimate search is, right? So this is the search for the ultimate, right, or absolute. So all are searching for good. In some context prevails, in some the universal parameters prevail. Okay. Ultimate aim क्या है? Same. So let's not treat it that way. Otherwise, the moment we treat it that way, right, sometimes we come in conflict amongst different values. Most of the times, many of these values may be an intermediate value to something that we want to achieve. So values में भी क्या है? Values में भी the terminal values हैं और intermediary values हैं. For example, I want to earn money, but I'm not greedy. You understand? So earning money can be based on many factors. Greed, earning money. Process तो वही हो रहा है. Right? But if I say कि money for me is an intermediate value by which I want to create a consequence, which I want to happen. Right? But I cannot do it unless I have the money. तो money मेरे लिए एक means या एक intermediary value हो जाती है. Terminal value क्या है? Let's say establishing an R&D institution or establishing a, let's say, Institute of Public Policy and Governance or whatever think tank, policy think tank. Let's say that is my purpose. Now, for some, it may be the end itself. You have to earn money, I don't know what is to be, or what exactly is the purpose, I'm not sure about, but I have to earn money. So, हर action में, हर evaluation में एक primary value होता है, एक intermediary value होता है, एक terminal value होता है. This, we don't think that way, right? We act. We generally include all of them together, right? But we are so accustomed to acting, taking a decision, right, that we don't exactly evaluate on what basis or parameters we have made the decision. ये हम नहीं सोचते. आगे नहीं? So हम start कर सकते कि भाई yes, I am hungry. So what is my primary value, right? Is to satisfy my hunger. Simple, basic. Okay. मेरा intermediary value क्या होगा? कि मैं क्या खाऊं, कहाँ खाऊं, राइट, टेस्ट, बिल्कुल सही बात है. एंड टर्मिनल वैल्यू क्या होगा? कि मैं खाना खाता रहूं या खाना खा के भी कुछ करूंगा. So you're a student, you want to study. So what will you say? What is my terminal value? The sooner I finish this, right, I'll go and study. See? So your choice of food, right, your importance of food, for you utility of food is primarily based on what? The terminal value. कि मुझे करना क्या है? मुझे जाके पढ़ना है. Everything, most of the things in life we evaluate this way, right? The thing is that we evaluate it so fast, we don't observe it. बोलते ना भाई जल्दी जल्दी घर पहुंचना, ये जो कुछ भी मिल जाए खा लो, चलो चलो. What you have done? You have done this process, right? But you have not observed this process. So try to understand every evaluation that we do, right? Somewhere is a combination of these factors, right? Right. Okay. Take another paragraph and write. On the other hand, lot of contradictions appear. On the other hand, lot of contradictions appear between law versus morality and ethics. Appear between law versus morality and ethics. It is mainly because law is based on the considerations of power, authority, legitimacy, universalization, and it generally eliminates the socio-cultural, historical biases. As लिखे, as morality and ethics are more, as morality and ethics are more in the realm of human aspect, in the realm of human aspect, the law is more based on facts and data. Data. More based on facts and data. उसका realm, उसका logic, उसकी सोच अलग है और इसकी सोच अलग है, right? It seems, but that is also totally not true, right? देखिए, though even this classification, or this distinction, even though this distinction also might seem superficial, because the modern democratic states are based on rule of law, that is inherently a moral and ethical idea. That is inherently a moral and ethical idea. That is, लिखिए, absence of arbitrariness. लिखिए, so in a common sense manner, we might agree that legal and moral frameworks are somewhere subcomponents of ethical framework. Obviously, undermining the exceptions. So see, when we think of modern societies, modern political systems, right? Modern power systems, modern judicial systems, modern idea of justice, ये सब क्या justice का idea ही moral है? It's something inherently is good, right? So when you talk about justice by an autocrat, justice by a dictator, and justice by a rational judge or rational legal system, right? So that justice or the spirit of justice is actually visible in a legal rational system and not under a dictator, not under a autocrat, or not under a monarch. तो जस्टिस तो सबके अंदर होगा, लेकिन उस जस्टिस का जो ट्रू स्पिरिट है, जो उसकी इनहेरेंट जो क्वालिटी है, वो कहां विजिबल होगी? जब वो एक ऐसे सिस्टम में अप्लाई होगा. सेम इज फॉर रूल ऑफ लॉ. So rule by law may be visible everywhere, but rule of law is not visible everywhere. Constitution may be visible everywhere. Constitutionalism is not visible everywhere. Understand? तो systems हर जगह होंगे, right? पर क्या humanitarian systems हर जगह होंगे? नहीं होंगे. So the idea is that neither morality nor ethics can morality or law can substitute ethics. Neither morality nor law, right, can supersede ethics. ना उसको substitute कर सकते हैं, ना उसको dominate कर सकते हैं. Neither morality or law have a different perception or a different ambition from the ethics. So all of them work in tandem, they work together, right? It is only when certain exceptions are visible we are compelled to understand, or we are compelled to evaluate ethics versus morality versus law. In essence, all of them are working for the same purpose. लॉ भी ये एस्टैब्लिश करता है किसी रूल ऑफ लॉ सिस्टम में क्या लॉ ऐसा बन सकता है जो प्योरली अनएथिकल हो, जो बेसिक ह्यूमन प्रीमाइसेस को ही वायलेट कर दे? ऐसा नहीं बन सकता, राइट? किसी सोसाइटी में क्या ऐसा लॉ बन सकता है जो उसके कोर सोशल, ट्रेडिशनल या मॉरल या कल्चरल वैल्यू सिस्टम के टोटली अगेंस्ट हो? नहीं बन सकता. It is not possible, right? Though law will be made, fine, but it will also try to accommodate those aspects. जैसे fifth schedule क्यों बना हुआ है? Moral aspects को accommodate करने के लिए, right? But it is not saying everywhere it will be applicable, no? So always there is an element of balance, right? We are enforcing certain things in certain areas. A president's rule कोई permanent चीज थोड़ी ना है, exception है ना. Emergency क्या है? Exception है ना. But you cannot say that by any moral standard emergency is bad. No, it is not bad. Having a provision is not bad, right? But misuse of the provision is bad. So even law wants to follow the due process. Law wants to follow the procedure established by law. When it does that, it follows the spirit of morality and ethics. Okay. So rather than making them, compartmentalizing them, and making them look illogical against each other, okay, that is not the way we understand them. So they can be at best taken as the different degrees and magnitudes of the same ambition searching for the ultimate best. The ultimate good, not best. Best हो सकता है पर good नहीं हो सकता. Fine. So ये हमारा search है. That is what the idea is. So we'll continue tomorrow with obviously certain aspects like values, attitude, public service ethics क्या होता है, right? So we'll write them not necessarily in the same order as it is there, but everything will be linked in a logical order as needed. See you then tomorrow. Any doubt you have right now? Don't ask unnecessary doubt. If you have some doubt what we did today, that's fine. But अगर political question है मत पूछो. कैसा क्वेश्चन है? ट्रांजैक्शनल वैल्यू सोसाइटीज में कैपिटलिस्ट प्रोडक्शन की वजह से है, मतलब बिल्कुल ये फैक्ट है. इकोनॉमिक्स मोर और लेस हैव ऑलवेज गाइडेड द ह्यूमन बिहेवियर, राइट? सो इकोनॉमिक वैल्यूज मोर और लेस हैव बिकम इंटरनलाइज्ड टू ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. बिल्कुल सही. लेकिन कैपिटलिज्म बाद में आया, कैपिटलिस्ट वैल्यूज पहले आ चुकी थी उनसे. कैपिटलिज्म सिर्फ एक मैनिफेस्टेशन है उन वैल्यूज का. It's more rational manifestation of those values which were already there. So when you get into farming, when you create a surplus, when you start a trade, and then after trade you start greed, right? Trade leads to greed, to commercialization, to exchange, bargain, to values to aa chuki already. See? Anything? That is how religion emerges. Religion has purely an economic perspective, nothing else. If anyone says anything else, he has probably 99.99% they have never read anything and they have all the views over everything. There are some, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 10 groups, time pass groups who are making podcasts, and they are talking about each and every useless thing, राइट कि भीम गया तो भीम ने कर्ण को ये बोला, तो कर्ण आया, कर्ण ने फिर साइड में ये बोला। अरे तू वहां पे था भाई, तू बैठा था वहां पे, सबसे आगे की सीट लेके देख रहा था क्या ड्रामा? व्हाट इलॉजिकल थिंग इज दैट? So it's not about just scoring marks or not scoring marks. See, when we have to understand something, let's understand in authentic manner, and then whatever we want, we can make use of that. It is up to you. What opinion you form? You understand Gandhi first in a non-biased, rational manner. Whatever you want to apply it for, whatever you want to interpret, that is your interpretation. That is where the morality comes. Ethics क्या बोलता है कि भाई ये knowledge है, ये knowledge है, अब तुम्हें जो उसको सोचना है सोच लो, तुम्हारी मर्जी है। So when you say कि भाई अहिंसा क्या होता है, अहिंसा दूसरों से नहीं लड़ना होता, नहीं, that's the biggest useless analysis. The concept of ahimsa is purely an internal trait, you understand? It is a guiding value to your conscience. We'll talk about conscience क्या है, spirit क्या है, तो समझ में आएगा। Fine, so वो guiding value है आपके conscience की। So a person who is inherently, right, a peace seeker, who inherently is inspired by these values only, right? You can imagine what his thought would be, what his action would be, and what kind of consequences he might be creating. So when you create a consequence which doesn't attract anyone's anger or anyone's reaction, unless that person is mad, that's a different issue. Obviously, Gandhi has not done research on that aspect, right? So वो एक अलग aspect. So if you go and talk to a policeman respectfully, right, it is not that you are scared of him. What is it? You are expressing the way you think of the world, right? You think of the world to be respectful. That is what you do. Right? It's if you're humble, right, that doesn't mean you're weak. You only expect others to be at least behave in that particular way, the way you want. So that is why you are behaving in that way, because you believe that others also expect the same from you. तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? एक एक्शन से आप एक रिएक्शन क्रिएट कर रहे हो। गांधी का वो कॉन्सेप्ट था कि ह्यूमन बिहेवियर, राइट, कैन बी ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड by exhibiting a particular standard of conduct. If you exhibit that conduct, right, more or less, you are going to create that repercussion, you are going to create that effect which is desired. तो दो लोगों के नॉन वायलेंट होने से क्या समाज नॉन वायलेंट हो जाएगा? नहीं होगा ना भाई। तो वो किस टाइप की वैल्यू है? वो सिर्फ एक्शन की वैल्यू है नहीं, वो इनहेरेंट ट्रेट है। That is what the social or internal value value that he wanted everyone to internalize. So anything when you interpret, if you interpret it correctly, so if you know it from the root logic, then it is up to you how you want to apply. The only thing is that when you have a half-baked knowledge, you'll never know how to apply it, how to interpret it. ये question क्यों पूछा गया अभी? 7 sins of Gandhi का interpretation क्या है? Right? So 7 sins का interpretation of Gandhi. Somebody has interpreted Gandhi's 3 monkeys, right? You cannot see, you cannot, you should not hear, and you should not speak. तो वो बोल रहे कि जो नहीं देख रहा है, right? वो बोल तो सकता है, नहीं? जो नहीं देख रहा है वो खराब बोल सकता है, बट वो खराब देखेगा, है ना? Is that his logic? These 3 are integrated in one person. They are technically not 3 monkeys. There is one monkey. But see the person's interpretation कि गांधी का जो बंदर सुन नहीं रहा है वो बोल तो सकता ही है, जो देख नहीं रहा है वो भी बोल सकता है और सुन भी सकता है, गंदा हो गया। No, see, this is the interpretation. Oh, that's okay. That is why, because we are not into the understanding of the core concept.
Or it should have been 6 hands.
Fine. तो see, if somebody says कि black holes, black कहाँ होता है, आपने black hole क्यों बोला? अब उसका क्या आंसर दे सकता है? That we never know black hole can be purple. How do we know? है? अब तो मजाक बनाने के लिए कोई वीडियो बना दो. That is the best thing these people, everybody knows, right? To create or to make something, any serious or any important topic humorous, right? Merely by giving it a superficial criticism. हो गया खत्म. That is what most of the reels are. No, what are they? They are the same thing. That is what they are. So what is the consumer choice? Okay, that is how the society is transforming. So ultimately, see, there is a big issue. This is also an ethical dilemma that we want to now. The many of the people who support कि आज जी लो, आज की बिल्कुल सही है. That's correct, right? But उसके भी कुछ parameters होंगे ना. You live in today, you enjoy today, correct? But what is the parameter? Is the word enjoyment means only specific things? That is illogical. Are we getting? So how society's moral parameters या ethical parameters decline हो रहा है, right? अब वो एक lowest level तक आएंगे, फिर वो society को they will bring at this level, and then probably it will come back. It will have to come back. So that is going to happen. Meanwhile, other societies which are actually making use of technology, they will prosper. That's true. कि भाई इंडिया में most of the everybody is dancing, right? Everybody. Why? Because they felt कि भाई हाँ, this is one easy mode to become popular. Now see, what is life now? Popularity contest. कौन कितना पॉपुलर हो सकता है, जल्दी से जल्दी कम एज में कितना पॉपुलर हो जाए. So do anything illogical, be popular, right? तो मैं यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू में इंटरव्यूअर को गाली दे के आ गया, राइट? और मैंने रिकॉर्ड भी किया. ये कर दो, ऐसा सीखो. पीपल विल स्टार्ट मेकिंग मीम ऑन यू, राइट? करेज हो तो ऐसा, फाइन. खुद कुल्हाड़ी पे पैर मार के आने वाला, ये होता है करेज. न्यूक्लियर मिसाइल पे बैठ के घूमने वाला. They will make a meme out of that. They will make you brave out of that. They will portray you as courageous person, right? And then somebody will come, he will politicize it, commercialize it. कौन? जो digital personalities बनाते हैं, right? So digital reputation companies, they are there. So they will come and they will say, see, इस एस्पिरेंट ने इज्जत और सिलेक्शन के बीच क्या चुना? इज्जत, राइट? वो इज्जत जो अब ये रोड पे भीख मांग रहा है बेचारा. यूपीएससी ने इसको ब्लैकलिस्ट कर दिया. They will make the meme. That's why an intelligent person has to understand that eventually, right, finally, absolutely, in any society, the system of reward eventually resides with those who are capable, who are skilled, who eventually will overcome all this kind of nuisance in the society. Society has always valued them. गांधी जी डिस्को नहीं करते थे इसलिए गांधी नहीं बने. फैक्ट है. उस टाइम पे भी लोग डिस्को करते होंगे. That's the personal choice. That's different thing, right? But there were people who were doing something meaningful. No, Bose was going and creating an army, right? He resigned from civil services, so there would be some greater purpose he might be having. No, अगर वो भी फेटलिस्ट हो जाता और बोलता कि कोई बात नहीं, फाइन, अंग्रेज रह रहे हैं बट मुझे तो सिगार मिल रहा है, मैं तो अपना खाना खा ही रहा हूँ, राइट? मेरे लिए तो फॉरेन से कपड़े आ ही रहे हैं, लेट मी एंजॉय. His father was a big lawyer, right? He himself was coming from very good background. He could have married some big shot girl from some big shot family. He could have enjoyed his life. So some people will always work against the tide. They will resist, right, the gossip of the society. So that is what UPSC makes you, or I would say only one section of the UPSC aspirant are associated with that. Others will again go back to the same gossip. So right now, student in Mukherjee Nagar has committed suicide or whatever, he has died. Fine, now that is also an issue coming. So ये फैक्ट है कि भाई सोसाइटी जो है, सोसाइटी will behave in a way, right? In a way it is supposed to, or it is promote it to grow. तो अगर politicians, capitalists, corporates, lobbyists, academicians, उनके पास सेंस नहीं है कि सोसाइटी को किस डायरेक्शन में ले जाना है या किस डायरेक्शन में फिर भी उसको एंकर करना है या खुद किस डायरेक्शन में जाना है, तो सोसाइटी वहीं जाएगी. Okay, and that's the biggest threat. So biggest threat to a society is not with those stupid people. It is with those intelligent people who have to be led by these stupid people. That's the biggest problem. तो जो भी ग्रीक सिविलाइजेशंस हैं, रोमन सिविलाइजेशंस हैं, इजिप्शियन सिविलाइजेशंस हैं, इवन द ट्रेडिशनल हिंदू सिविलाइजेशन जो है, वहां तुम हर जगह देखोगे कि इंटेलिजेंसिया ही चेंज लाई है. If Chandragupta is known, right, he is known by the Chanakya. Intelligentsia has, otherwise Dhananand was equally powerful monarch. Intelligentsia has always brought change, right? But imagine, intelligentsia in that society was respected. In this society, it is not respected. तो ये तो ड्रॉबैक है कि भाई तुम्हारे लिए भी फ्यूचर बहुत वीक है अगर तुम नहीं बने तो, क्योंकि पढ़ाई को पूछने वाला तो कोई नहीं है. Fine, so that's true. So it is how a society incentivizes people who are working hard, who are putting their effort in order to, transform somewhere, anything, any sphere in which they are working. तो अगर डॉक्टर या इंजीनियर, एक साइंटिस्ट को इंसेंटिव ना हो, एकेडमिशियन को इंसेंटिव ना हो, राइट, या इवन पॉलिटिशियन, ब्यूरोक्रेट को इंसेंटिव ना हो, तो वो क्यों करेगा वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, राइट? वो नहीं करेगा, सोसाइटी वहीं स्टैग्नेंट रहेगी. तो ये सिर्फ डांस करने वाले और वीडियो बनाने वालों से सोसाइटी तो नहीं चली. So civil services should not fall prey to that kind of mediocrity. That is why, right? That is why the exam should always be of a particular level. There should not be a question or doubt raised against the toughness of the exam, because that is what exam should be. If we qualify, we don't qualify, it doesn't matter. The credibility of the exam should always remain. तो अगर मैंने इंटरव्यू दिया तो वो क्रेडिबिलिटी तभी बनती है जब हम इस एग्जाम को इतना टफ मानते हैं कि भाई उसके बाद भी चलो हम यहाँ पे गए, राइट? So let's say we were not Superman, right? But still, when we achieved it, it seems like an achievement only because there are certain parameters of qualifying this exam, and it's not a usual exam. अगर वो पैरामीटर्स ही खत्म हो गए, वो उसका नेचर ही खत्म हो गया, तो फिर कौन सा एक्सेलेंस, कौन सा अचीवमेंट? If any Tom, Dick, Harry gets into the system, right, or qualifies this exam, then what is the incentive of the best people, best minds to work for this exam? है ही नहीं उनके पास कोई इंसेंटिव. तो अगर हिंदी मीडियम बोलता है कि नहीं नहीं एग्जाम है सर, जाके पढ़ो, वी डोंट केयर व्हाट मीडियम यू आर फ्रॉम. व्हाट इज मीडियम, राइट? व्हाट इज मीडियम? a+b² नहीं आता तो नहीं आता तुम्हें, खत्म बात. उसमें मीडियम की क्या जरूरत है? ऐसे लिखना नहीं आता तो नहीं आता है. Words are never a hindrance, right? Medium is not a hindrance. The thing is that your entire system, education system, is built on idealisms, not IDEL, IDOL, idealisms. They look for idols. गुरुजी ग्रेट है, गुरुजी महान है, राम जी ऐसे थे, राइट? परशुराम उससे भी ऐसे थे, गुरु माता और महान है. मैम आपने बहुत अच्छा बताया, बहुत सुंदर बताया, बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ गया, लेकिन आया क्या उसको नहीं पता बेचारे को. उसको ये भी नहीं पता कि समझ में आया क्या. What was to be understood, he doesn't know that. Imagine, that is the scale of evaluation. See, that's the scale of evaluation. These edtech companies started using, right, what you can say, the voyeurism. I would call it voyeurism, right? They started using typical kind of female teachers, which had more attractive influence online. That is what they did, right? And see, all of them got into the bait, and they realized कि नहीं, मैं तो बहुत महान टीचर हूँ, तो बच्चे मुझे बहुत 30-40% बॉट्स को यूज किया, राइट, कमेंट्स के लिए, इसके लिए, उसके लिए, राइट, एंड इट क्रिएटेड द माहौल. See, that is how it works. So neither the teacher had any incentive to grow academically, nor the students had. So the fact is, if you are not accepting कि भाई this is right a purely professional system, commercial है but professional है but intellectual है. अगर उसमें से ये intellectual हट गया तो बाकी कोई भी चीज अवेलेबल हो सब बेकार. I have heard a lot of since long time many of the things we used to hear, right, कि यहाँ पे क्लास रेगुलर होती है, हर दिन होती है. बहुत अच्छी बात है, होना चाहिए, राइट, बट उस क्लास का अल्टीमेट कंक्लूजन है क्या? व्हाट इज द पैरामीटर ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन? कि टाइम टेबल फॉलो हो रहा है. अब नेक्स्ट पैरामीटर पे आओ, चलो टाइम टेबल फॉलो हो गया, देन व्हाट, राइट, वो भी तो इंपॉर्टेंट है कि उसका नगला जो प्रोसेस है वो फॉलो हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. इसमें I was really amazed when I was with, obviously वो मेरे भाई गुरु भी रहे हैं, he is very close to me also, but I was with the person just when I created my own system, right? I was really shocked to see that last 15-16 years the notes has not changed. Same notes, same orientation of lecture. 2012-13 से एग्जाम कहाँ पहुंच गया? 14, 15, 16, 17, right? Purely changed from factual information based to analytical perspective. That means the study or number of hours of teaching has drastically increased. पहले जो चीज शायद 4.5 months या 5 months maximum lectures में हो जाती थी, अब वही चीज 5.5-6 महीने लेती है. क्यों? Because you don't have to tell, you first have to explain, then you have to analyze, and then you have to use the information to apply it. See how difficult that is now. It's not that easy. तो पहले लोग बताते थे टेलर साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट ये करता सी, they used to start teaching from theories part. I've seen most of them teaching from Taylor. How can you teach Taylor without telling him what is classical, what is paradigm? See, जैसे आप वो पढ़ाने लगते हो, you need 1.5 months. Why? Because that is the foundation. That is why it takes time. It becomes, right? But see, what are commercial considerations? अरे इतना लंबा पढ़ाएंगे तो बच्चा सोचेगा अरे, तो ये mediocre सोच है ना बच्चे की. If he doesn't study it properly, then for next 3-4 years he'll keep studying. तो अगर वो 1-2 महीने ज्यादा पढ़ता है तो अपने 5-6 साल बचा सकता है, तो उसके पास ये सेंस होना चाहिए. But who will give this sense? The commercial market will never give this sense. It will always say, save your time. 1 महीने का रेंट बचा लो बेटा, 1 महीने का रेंट बचा लो, है ना, 1 महीने पहले खत्म हो गया तो रेंट बच जाएगा 1 महीने का. What kind of logic is that? 1 महीने का रेंट एक्स्ट्रा दे दिया तो लाइफ बच सकती है नहीं, बट सी कमर्शियल. So economics is the basis of everything. But a society which seeks only economics goes to what Indian society is going through. When Prime Minister says कि मैंने तो कोई पढ़ाई नहीं की, मैं तो पढ़ता वढ़ता नहीं था, तो ये क्या मैसेज देता है? I don't have any personal grudge, but I have a lot of personal grudge with all the more or less illiterate, uneducated, right, degree holders, or to an extent those who have not sought education. I have an inherent conflict with them, right? Not personally, but the very idea that education is not needed to be succeed, that's highly illogical, right? Highly illogical. You see all the top actors of the entertainment industry, they're quite educated. So when somebody says I'm Stanford pass out, right, or Stanford drop out, first he has to get into Stanford. तो आईटी ड्रॉप आउट होना जो है अपने आप में एक अचीवमेंट है, क्योंकि आईटी में एंटर होना ही पहली बात बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है. सो सी नरेटिव्स दे आर बिल्डिंग की, अरे पढ़ा थोड़ा ना, वो एलन मस्क ने पढ़ाई थोड़ा ना की है ना, रॉकेट ऐसी बना रहा बेचारा. Self-taught is equally important, right? But at least you study. यू कैन नॉट से कि स्टडी और एजुकेशन इसका कोई इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है. आईएएस बनने के लिए नॉलेज की जरूरत थोड़ी ना है, स्ट्रैटेजी की जरूरत है. किस टाइप की स्ट्रैटेजी? मोमोज कैसे बेचे जाए? चटनी हरी हो, लाल हो, पीली हो, कौन सी चटनी दी जाए लोगों को, ये स्ट्रैटेजी है. दैट स्ट्रैटेजी इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू स्टडी ओनली. नो, हाउ कैन समबडी, हाउ दिस टीचर्स कैन से कि पढ़ने की जरूरत क्या है? नहीं, अपना नाम राजा रख दो, राजा हो गया, खत्म हो गया. नहीं, अपना नाम कलेक्टर रख लो, लोग अपने आप बोलेंगे कलेक्टर आया था. कलेक्टर घूम रहा था रोड पे, देखा मैंने, घूम रहा था. कलेक्टर पान की दुकान पे सिगरेट पी रहा था. सी, यू कैन बिकम, यस, रीनेम योरसेल्फ, है कि नहीं? बहुत अच्छी बात है. कमिश्नर नाम रख लो, नहीं बने तो कोई बात नहीं, लोग तो बुलाएंगे कम से कम. अब इस टाइप के जो एग्जाम्पल्स देते हैं लोग कि पढ़ाई से थोड़ा ना कुछ होता है. इमेजिन करो हाउ सब स्टैंडर्ड, मीडियोकर, डिसग्रेसफुल फॉर अ सोसाइटी, right, which is fundamentally known for its knowledge, a society which is globally recognized for its wisdom, right, for its treatise on politics, on health, on medicine, on science and technology. बताओ, उस सोसाइटी में लोग ये बोल रहे हैं, हर कोई 90-70% लोग यही बोल रहे हैं कि पढ़ने से थोड़ा कुछ होता है, राइट? वैसे मोमोज वाला भी 1 लाख रुपए कमाता है. He gets up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and throughout his life there is no growth except some more clients. And how do you know that he did not do it because of certain conditions? If he would have got an opportunity to earn or study, he would have done it. All these stupid people who thought कि भाई this is a very shortcut after COVID, कि नौकरी छोड़ो, ये स्टॉल लगा लो, ये कर लो. You see, 95% of those stalls are closed now. ये चाय वाला, वो चाय वाला, ये चाय, कॉफी, whatever. क्यों? You are leaving your core competency. If you acquire skill in the area in which you are working, right, you become comfortable, you become skilled in that area, then you leave someday. Then it's important. Then it's logical, right? But you say, I prefer, I don't recognize whatever study I have done, but I prefer making tea to that. And especially a female. Maybe because of some circumstance she might do it, right? But a female who is educated, if she says I want to prefer it, then what is wrong with being a housewife? उसको चाय ही बनाना है तो बोले घर में बनाओ. That is why she was educated, no? To transform the space in which she is working. That is why she was educated. Once she does it, right, she can open, she can say, okay, I will open a stall, but with the considerate or with the relevant workforce. There are women, right, who need employment. करो उनके लिए create.
Introducing the Prelims Target course and Prelims test series at Prodigy IAS. Designed for UPSC Prelims 2026, this comprehensive program offers in-depth classes on history, geography, science and tech, environment, polity and governance, and economy. Stay updated with current affairs and sharpen your skills with our Prelims test series consisting of 50 full-length tests covering all subjects along with CSAT. Join Prodigy IAS and stay ahead.